Red Devils executives meet in London today, with Erik Ten Hag's future set to be on the agenda. Manchester United will decide Erik Ten Hag's fate today as the club's executive committee gathers in London for a long-standing summit. The Dutchman is at serious risk of the sack, having failed to improve United's fortunes at the start of the season. Erik Ten Hag is under increasing pressure at Manchester United following their poor start to the season. Despite this, there's a split opinion within and outside the club. Gary Neville has openly stated his belief that United won't sack Ten Hag mid-season, despite the team's disappointing start to the season. The Red Devils have been struggling recently, failing to secure a win in their last 5 matches across all competitions. Their goalless draw against Aston Villa on Sunday marked their worst ever start to a Premier League season, having only managed to gather 8 points from 7 games. This poor performance has put Ten Hag under immense scrutiny, and a board meeting is scheduled for today in London, where co-chairman Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Joel Glazer will be present. But Neville is of the opinion that United are keen on retaining Ten Hag, stating on Sky Sports on Sunday they definitely won't want to do anything this season. No club wants to sack a manager during the middle of the season. It's not just a reflection on the manager, it's a reflection upon them. Even though Ineos have come into the club in the last few months in terms of taking control of the football side, and Dan Ashworth and Omar Barada have only been in for a couple of months, you can't really land the blame at their door. Neville believes that the club needs 2 or 3 years to rectify the situation. He added they're going to need 2 or 3 years to sort this out. But the club did make the decision to keep Ten Hag in the summer, so they won't want to reverse that decision within the first 6 or 7 games. They've just got to hope something happens in this next couple of weeks through maybe a reset, some thinking time, some planning. However, Neville has issued a stark warning that the next few weeks are critical for Ten Hag as he fights to keep his job. Manchester United fans, coaches, players have talked about this new structure that surrounds Ten Hag. It needs to go to work quite quickly in the next few weeks. If the next international break comes around and Manchester United are still languishing in 13th or 14th position in the league, I think there's going to be a lot of pressure. The next few weeks are pivotal in ensuring they can somehow build some momentum for the rest of the season so that Ten Hag can retain his job. Because no United fan just wants to see Ten Hag lose his job either. That would just feel like we're on a merry-go-round, just spinning the same way we have for the last decade or so. Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Joel Glazer were filmed arriving at Old Trafford on Monday afternoon for the first round of showdown talks. Following various meetings at the club stadium in Manchester, a long-standing meeting involving several club executives will take place in London today. Ten Hag's future is bound to be on the agenda as United decide whether to afford the Dutchman more time to reverse the club's fortunes on the pitch. Links to Thomas Tuchel are brewing again after the German met Sir Jim Ratcliffe in Monaco during a hunt for a potential replacement in the summer. United also spoke to Thomas Frank, Roberto De Zerbi, Mauricio Pochettino, Kieran McKenna, Marco Silva and Roberto Martinez following May's FA Cup win. And those talks could recommence in the coming days if the club's bosses call time on Ten Hag's reign during today's meeting. Ratcliffe will be present, along with Sir Dave Brailsford, Chief Executive Omar Barada, Sporting Director Dan Ashworth, Technical Director Jason Wilcox, Chief Financial Officer Roger Bell, and Chief Operating Officer Colette Roche. United co-chairman Joel Glazer has also flown in from the United States to participate. He was at Old Trafford yesterday for talks about the stadium redevelopment with the task force and the fans advisory board. Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag has come through a challenging 2 matches with 2 draws. After a Manchester United defeat, it often feels like the sky is falling in, and the loss to Tottenham a week ago was one of those instances. How much worse will it get, United fans wondered, while spotting 2 difficult upcoming games against Porto and Aston Villa. It was very possible United would have lost both a certainty if they played like they did against Tottenham. Thankfully, they did not. United drew 3-3 with Porto and 0-0 with Aston Villa, dampening suggestions Erik Ten Hag would be sacked during this international break. Johnny Evans was the surprise Manchester United starter, and the experienced centre-back stepped up for his manager. Evans was outstanding for Manchester United against Aston Villa, showing that his class is permanent. After the match, Evans praised Manchester United supporters, telling Sky Sports, "You see the fans at the end, the support they give the team. They have supported the players massively over the years." He added that this was important for manager Erik Ten Hag to see, and let slip a little detail from the dressing room in Porto after the 3-3 draw. Evans added it was great for him to see that. The other night versus Porto, he got a bit emotional. You could see it on him letting that game slip away. You could see everyone was running into the ground to get a half-decent result. Ten Hag being emotional and on edge right now is no surprise. He is being heavily scrutinized amid a poor run of form. Erik Ten Hag is secure in his position heading into the international break, but it would probably be wrong to describe his role as safe. Ten Hag has only 2 victories in 7 Premier League games and have also failed to win both Europa League matches, despite leading in both of them. The poor start to the season has certainly given Ineos something to think about. This was not how they hoped United would start the campaign. The international break gives a slight pause, yet that's not what United need. Erik Ten Hag needs points on the board, and the wait goes on with United rooted in 14th place in the table. Do you think Ten Hag should be sacked now, or he needs some more time? Share your thoughts in the comments below.